It's great that I've had firsthand experience with feeling empowered to help children succeed. I've worked as a therapist for 11 years in the school setting and loved it. I've worked with preschoolers, middle schoolers, high schoolers, elementary kids. I prefer the upper graders. I feel that I'm really skilled with the middle school through the high school population. But I think that as a therapist, we often get demands placed on us that don't have to do with our students. They want paperwork signed and Medicaid documentation completed, and there are compliance deadlines. And sometimes you might forget that you're in it for the kids. And at Boothby Therapy Services, what we're trying to do is keep that central every single day for every employee, for every therapist, that helping children succeed is what we're after. That's what we're here to do. There are times that we might be approached by a school who's very anxious to have a therapist come and work for them. And when we go out to visit that school, we find that there are some things in place there that maybe don't make it a very attractive setting for a therapist. Maybe some of the supports that a therapist would need aren't available, or perhaps the philosophy of that school is something that isn't consistent with our philosophy as a company or with our mission of helping children succeed. And as a company, we always try to check back with our primary aims and check back with our vision statement and make decisions that are in alignment with both of those things. And remember that we're seeking job placements that are attractive to therapists that are going to be providing rewarding jobs where they can make a positive impact on kids.
I wish that every therapist who considers joining Boothby Therapy Services could see how much Maren Boothby, as your president, cares about you as an individual. I wish you could see the anxiety that she goes through to make sure that your life empowerment program is successful. I wish you could see the amount of time and effort that she invests in you, in your happiness. You don't get that anymore. You know, there used to be a time when you worked for a company for 30 years and they knew you as a person. That's not the way it is now. You got people working on, you dial the phone and you get India for customer service. That's not Boothby Therapy Services. I want to know you. I want to know your husband. I want to know the name of your dog. I want to know where you like to go on vacation. Because all of that allows me to meet your needs. And that's a different relationship. I don't care how big we get. And hopefully we can get big because there's a lot of people out there that would like to help. We're never going to lose the fact that the president of this company is a speech-language pathologist. She's been in your shoes, she's faced the same challenges, and she truly cares about your success and your happiness.
We have a wonderful opportunity to impact the lives of therapists in a terrific way, and that by providing them with a work environment where they feel valued and appreciated and empowered and challenged and supported, that in turn they're going to impact the lives of so many children and be such a wonderful support to the teachers and the teams that they work with in schools. So we feel like we have a lot that we can accomplish that way.
The thing that excites me the most about Boothby Therapy Services is the potential we have to truly impact speech-language pathologists, occupational therapists, and children across the country. See, I think we've got something different going on here, and I know it works. I've seen it work. And I also know that there are therapists who are just as frustrated as Maren was 12 years ago, who happen to live in Texas or Ohio or Idaho. And there are school districts that are thirsting for knowledge, thirsting to know what their caseload actually means to them from a staffing pattern, from a budgetary standpoint, from an identification criteria standpoint, all across this country. What I know is that Boothby Therapy Services is going to revolutionize, is going to change, is going to improve how speech therapy services are provided across this country. And we're going to do it one therapist at a time, one state at a time, one region at a time, but it's going to happen. And 10 years ago, when we started, we didn't know what real impact we could have, but I'm positive that as we look forward to the next 10 years, it's going to be a dramatic impact across this country.